What it is, y'all, what it is, y'all, what it is, y'all. It's Kalil. We are back with another reaction video. And, of course, since what's going on in the news concerning Diddy and these freak-offs or whatever the case may be, I had to bring y'all another video of an alleged party-goer of P. Diddy's parties. Now, it says she went to a freak-off, so we don't know if she actually been to a freak-off. But what we know of what she was a part of was she was at least at a party. And from what I've heard is there's different tiers to a Diddy party. There's the party, then there's the after party, and then there's a freak off. That's what I'm hearing. That's what hey, trust me, I ain't never been to one, so don't even put me in that category. Please don't do that. But if you're new to the channel, you enjoy watching reactions, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below of what we should react to next. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
You know, he can get in trouble like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool.
What? They out here recruiting as if this is basketball. But from the beginning, I heard a red flag. Now I would assume that he's telling these individuals to put their phone in these bubble bags because, who could text? Maybe somebody could text him like, yo, this is the Addy, pull up, you can come rob him, shit like that. That's what I'm thinking about. That was my initial thought, but I never thought of it from the perspective of maybe he don't really want people knowing what's going on inside of these parties. That could also be a possibility. But if I'm at a party where I can't have my phone, you talking about me being at a house party where I cannot have my phone? Crazy work, bro. Red flag number 1. I'm throwing that shit in there. I'm throwing it. Me and my dad went to a Dave Chappelle concert. We were to put our phones in these bubble bags too. So it's just weird to me, bro. That would have been a red flag. I ain't gonna lie.
The freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy. First of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, and it's real loud, so you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping.
Alright, boom. So she said, okay, we at a party. I'm just putting this in perspective for myself. If I go to a party, you know what I'm saying? If she's wavy, you know what I'm saying? She probably got the spins at this point in the party. She may have had a few shots or whatever, so she a little tipsy. Everybody know when you in the club and you had a little too much to drink, everything, the wall starts spinning and shit, bro. That's the worst feeling on planet Earth. I tell you what. But dog, she had a Diddy party and she out here feeling nauseous. Well, not nauseous, but she getting the spins and shit. Oh my gosh. Interesting. It's just funny. I wonder how she even got that. Well, before this clip that I started the video on, she talks about how she met an Arabian prince that would lead her and invite her to this puff party, this Diddy party, this freak off, allegedly. That's how she was in this certain area at this certain time. But
they're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them.
That don't sound too crazy.
I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walk.
She's smart. Bro, I thought it was bar rule number 1 that if someone's passing you a drink in a club or at a bar or at a house party, you didn't see them make the drink, do not drink the drink. She was on top of her shit. I had to give it to her. Because free liquor, I know a lot of people hopping on that, regardless of who handed it to you. Somebody hand you that free liquor, you gonna take it. She was a little iffy on it, which I don't even blame. I wonder what the cup looked like. I wonder what the drink looked like, what kind of drink it was, because she didn't really specify. I wonder if it was like an alcoholic beverage or was it like a house party, house juice type situation, jungle juice. But man, I'm just thinking to myself, if I was at this party, would I have taken that drink? I'm just trying to put this in my own perspective, y'all. My bad.
I drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you just go in the house if you want to, but...
Oh my God. Are we seeing all three tiers of the party here? So I guess the beginning party was her outside of the house. In order to get to the actual party, you would need these shoes, these imaginary white shoes that either Christian Combs, Justin Combs, or Quincy gave to this young individual, this young lady here. Bro, that is crazy. That's some rich nigga shit. Somebody passing out free pairs of shoes. My next question is, how many pairs of shoes are they giving away to these people? What kind of shoes are y'all handing out? Not to say that I would accept it, but you pass me some J's, I might take the shoes and leave. That's all I'm saying, bro. They say you wear these. This is like a key to the house. If you don't have these shoes on, you can't get into the crib. That's another red flag. Flag on the play, bro. Flag on the play. First down. First Diddy. First and Diddy.
These shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good, loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. Right. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro.
What was he doing? For her to get nervous like that, bro? It just makes me, like, everything's alleged, right? I'm one of those people where I need to see facts before I believe anything. So I'm taking this story, I'm listening to it, but of course I'm not digesting the information, because I mean it could be hearsay is what I'm saying. But I wonder what do y'all think she saw Puff over there doing, bro? Puff and this Arabian Prince guy. She didn't name anyone but Puff, but she's afraid to talk about what he was doing, which is weird to me. It's almost as if you were afraid of, I guess, you being sued or getting hit with a defamation case because you're speaking on something that you don't know about, or speaking on somebody's name that can't really combat what you're saying. I get why you would refrain from speaking on it, but you already said the man's name, so you might as well talk about it. You might as well talk about it. I mean, you already at the interview, talk about it, man. Oh, man. I'm just curious as to what she thought she saw him doing, or what she saw him do. Because at this point, they're still outside. She didn't go inside the house just yet because her friend is still with her. So they couldn't have been doing something super outlandish to where everyone in the party would see it, if that makes sense. Which is why you get the key to the crib, which is the white shoes. Like, the crazy shit goes on inside the house, is what I would assume. But of course, I wouldn't know. I've never been to a Puff party. That's just how my mind is thinking.
It's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we can see, and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, oh, girl, do you see him? She's like, Yes, but mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God, because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, you know, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. Da-da-da.
Okay. If we bring it back, like I mentioned before, she said that the prince, the Arabian guy, was the reason why she's at that party. So technically, he's the one who invited her to the party. Now, listen to what I'm getting at. If Puff is being brought up on trafficking charges, and she's saying that she was brought here by this Arabian dude who she hasn't spoke to since she's been in the party, from what I'm understanding of this video, is that trafficking? Would that be considered traffic? Like, you're being trafficked right now? Well, they haven't done anything sexual from her story, but is that what trafficking means? Like, bro was literally recruiting girl. This whole situation, from how she's describing it, seems like a recruitment video. She was brought here by an Arabian dude, Arab dude. One of Puff's sons allegedly gave her these shoes, which was basically like a key to getting inside of the crib. If you don't have the shoes on, you can't be inside the house. And now Puff is looking at her as if, yo, you the one. So she's been recruited 3 different times in the same story by 3 different individuals. That's crazy to me. It's weird. How many people are at these parties? How many people are at these parties for her to run into Puff, his son, as well as this? Well, she didn't run into the Arab dude because he's the one who invited her there. But I mean, like, bro, I don't know, man. It don't sound like she had pictures. She did have pictures of her being at a Puff party. And like I said, there's a lot of people who have talked about or who've been to Puff parties that are not speaking out. So I'm not even going to call her a liar. She could be telling the truth or she could be lying. I'm just listening to what she's saying. But I'm just trying to piece together this story here.
Oh, yeah, you're the one that, you know, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. Da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. And I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. Then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. What? And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that.
Hold on. Who are we talking about? Was he talking about JT? When was she at this party? She said we all know, so I'm assuming it's probably Cassie. But he's dating Carisha right now, which is JT. Carisha. Hold on, JT. No, my bad. JT is Lil Uzi Vert's girl. Carisha is Miami. Young Miami. Alright, my bad, y'all. Leave me alone. Lil Uzi Vert's fans, leave me the fuck alone. But, who do y'all think it was? Was it Carisha or was it Cassie? Apparently, she tried to give him some type of shoulder rub. Like, bro, get your ass away from this shorty. Get your ass away from this girl. And Puff pushed her off, allegedly. Oh, man. This is interesting, man. It's getting good, though. I can't lie.
I'm like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl. Let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. Oh, this corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people. Okay, we're not gonna say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And
Oh God, bro, she gotta be traumatized for what she saw that day. You walk into a building. For one, the first thing that came to my mind was a scene from The Boys, bro. That movie, that TV show is over sexualized, but I remember just being in or seeing so many different scenes that I thought to myself like, yo, there's no way I can watch this TV show any longer. I feel so uncomfortable. But for her to say they were like midgets dressed up in with lipstick, what? Bro, she walked into a circus show and didn't even realize it. Man, the trauma. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, everything is alleged. But her story sounds kind of crazy. It sounds crazy because the details that she's providing us with, the things that she's talking about. Goodness gracious. But whatever she saw that night, I hope she was able to recover from. I hope she was able to recover from it. Because right now I feel traumatized and I ain't see shit that she talking about.
And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like, dressed up, little red lipstick. Like, they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like, maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like,
she talking about, I thought she was talking about, like, midgets. Short people. She's talking about children. Oh my god. Okay, now this story sounded kind of crazy now. This story sounds crazy. I think leading up to this exact moment, her story seemed very believable. But I'm not calling her a liar. I'm just saying, for me and my party experiences, I know parties can get crazy. Motherfuckers doing drugs, just doing random things that you wouldn't normally see sober people doing. I understand that. But for her to walk into the crib and now you seeing little midgets, I'm not going to say they're other word. I'm going to just say they were smaller people walking around and with wigs on and lipstick, bro. Now this feels like a movie for real. Well, hey, if she's telling the truth, it makes sense as to why they would put their phones in the little ball, in the bubble, the secure bubble. Because if you had your phone out during a puff party and you recorded that shit in his residence, oh, it's over with. That would have been done deal right there. But everything's alleged, y'all. I must continue to say that because I don't believe or disagree with what she's saying. I'm just reacting to this shit.
but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house like with his eyes on me. Like,
man.
Is this, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh my God, she like, for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, so I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I feel that. So, of course, I come out, and then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on...
Be honest with me. Do y'all think she's lying or telling the truth? And if you do believe that she's telling the truth, let me know. Give me some supportive evidence. If you believe that she is not telling the truth, let me know in the comment section. Because, bro, this story has taken so many twists and turns, man. This story has taken so many twists and turns. And I respect it. I respect the story because at the end of the day, she was the one who lived through the situation. But, bro, if you saw some little kids walking around in the house that 7 in the morning with wigs on and looking like they're catering to other grown people in the party, bro, and you stay there afterwards, you don't call the police, you don't do anything, doesn't that don't sit right with me, bro? That just don't. It's so many red flags here, man. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, bro. The media, in general has thrown so many different facts at us. They've thrown so many different scenarios at us. They've thrown, oh, baby oil. Maybe he's having little kids at these parties. He's freak out, yada, yada, yada. And for me, it's hurting my brain, bro. Now she's telling a story about her actual experience at a P. Diddy party, bro. Mind you, a lot of celebrities have been to these parties and have openly admitted to being there, and they've never mentioned one time that there were these types of things going on. Now, granted, they are celebrities, so they have a lot more to lose than this young lady here. Not to disrespect her or anything, but they are celebrities and they are in the bubble, the social bubble of Puff. She's not necessarily in that bubble because she's not in the music industry yet. I don't know if she makes music or... I believe she doesn't make music. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. But out of the people who have been to these parties, the celebrities, they have yet to say anything along these lines. So, which gets me to think, like, yo, is it iffy? Yeah.
So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want.
Okay, let me impede a little bit here. She said, how do I get out of it? Just leave. Are they holding the doors? Are they holding you hostage in there? Let me know. Because that's a completely different story. That's kidnapping. But you can leave at any point. If you felt uncomfortable, you could definitely leave. I want y'all to know that. Don't think that you have to stay here because of your friend want to stay. Don't think that you have to stay here because Puff wants you to be here, bro. If you don't feel comfortable, if you just saw the most traumatizing thing that your eyes has ever paid attention to, bro, just leave. I don't get it. I would have left. Because I've been in situations where I was uncomfortable. I've been in parties where the vibe wasn't off, people fighting in the back. I'm going to just leave a little early. I don't give how much fun I'm having, bro. If I don't feel the good vibe, bro, I'm gone. Easy. That's the discipline you got to have, man. Especially at these parties.
I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me. Like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together, like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me... Like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So...
You got to know how to read the room, man. If you don't feel comfortable with what's going on. Now, granted, she was there to promote or advance her music career. I'm assuming she's some type of singer, rapper. And she was here under the impression that Puff was going to listen to her sing, which she mentioned earlier in the interview. I don't know if I played that part, but she was there thinking that Puff was going to listen to her music. Now, why would she think that? You get invited to a party, you think I'm going to pull you to the back to listen to you sing? We're really here to have fun and get lit. That's like me inviting someone to a playground just to read a book. Like, you don't see the environment out here. We on the swings, we on the slide, everybody doing backflips in the field, playing football and shit. And I'm going to sit down and read a book with you? No. We about to have fun. We about to go shoot hoops or something, man. That's just my train of thought, bro. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping in the comment section, man.
I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving.
She thought she was about to get trafficked to Cuba. Every time I think of sexual trafficking, I think of Wanted. I mean, what's that movie with Liam Neeson in it, bro? Taken, where his daughter was. They went on a trip to Paris. His daughter and her friend, and people actually broke into her Airbnb or where she was staying and kidnapped her and shipped her overseas somewhere. This sound like that movie Taken, bro. She was hiding under the damn bed, and bro, Liam Neeson was on the phone like, they're gonna take you, and she was like, yo, what? It's not funny because shit like this actually happens though. For real, for real. People get trafficked. It's terrible. It happens.
Even I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the prince. That's another story. From the prince, from that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. But like I had to like catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location. And then I ended up going to the airport and I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled. First, I'm getting lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami, or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak-off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see, and I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like they want to see.
All right, I think I'm gonna stop it right here. She started saying the Illuminati. When we get to that talk, I gotta back myself out and relieve myself of that conversation. But do y'all think she's lying or telling the truth, man? I think there's some truth in there, and I think there's something that could possibly be fabricated. So, like I say, I'm completely neutral in this situation, but people go to P. Diddy party. It's not like it was only celebrities at these parties. Of course, you're going to have some randos in there. So, for her to say that she was at a P. Diddy party, it ain't too hard of an... It's not too hard for me to understand or believe that shit. I'm going to be honest with you. But, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, bro. It's just funny how everyone has a story now that there's a whole pending lawsuit on this man, but I don't want to put anyone through that type of trauma if they're telling the truth. And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to treat this as the boy who cried wolf, whatever the hell that shit called, because there are a lot of people who are not speaking out too, for the reason of people not believing them. So, hey man, I'm respectful of everyone's opinions or everyone's stories or what everyone says, but let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like the video, leave a comment down below what I should react to. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And if you enjoyed the reaction in general, bro. Until next time, make sure to lay yourself on nobody. Y'all peace. And chicken grease. Boom.